of new applications, clients and servers, that we're also bringing to market, many of them today and the rest of them over the course of the next year, that are all enabled by the core innovations in Windows Vista and Office 2007. When all's said and done, and I'll go through this at the end, there are about 30 plus new products that will come to market for business customers as a result of this wave of innovation. And they'll come in a variety of forms, and I'll touch on that again later. Since it really does, if you will, all start with the user experience. At the end of the day, if people are going to look at the new Windows, they're going to look at the new Office, and they're going to decide, as I said, does this make me personally more productive? And if they do, people will say, come on, to their companies. Let's go. Let's move. The companies will simultaneously be evaluating the value that we bring in communication, in business intelligence, in security, in content management. And we think that's what creates the demand. Businesses have to pull, and users and consumers have to pull. And it all starts with the basic end-user experience with Microsoft Windows and Microsoft Office, which I think have been dramatically upgraded. And to have a chance to share that with you and show it to you, I'd like to welcome on stage with me Julie Larson-Green. Julie's a vice president who led the design team for the new user interface in Microsoft Office. She's recently moved over to the Windows team, where she'll be leading end-user design and overall specification for new Windows releases. But Julie led the effort, and she's going to show it to you in its best light. Please welcome Julie.
Well, I'm super excited to be here to show you what we've done with Windows and Office. More user data and customer information has gone into building these products than any other products ever before. We've had billions of sessions of data from the Customer Experience Improvement Program in Office that went into coming up with the design and really made us confident with our 5 million beta users that this is something that's really going to make people more productive and let them get at the information they need to do their jobs much quicker. So here we are on the Vista desktop, and on the right-hand side you see the Windows Vista sidebar. And the sidebar is just one of the ways you can get to the information that you need to do your job more quickly. So if you go in and add things to the sidebar, like calculator, it's always right there in your fingertips to get access to doing calculations or anything like that. You can add weather, all kinds of other kinds of objects to it that help you get to the information and data that you use frequently and reduce the number of clicks it takes to get there. It's also a developer opportunity to create new things that people want to see at a glance. Now down here is the new Start menu. It makes it much easier to go and find the programs that you're looking for to launch. Instead, in the past, you had to go out and fall off the end of that fly-out menu, but here you just click and it stays all in place and you can scroll back and forth. But the big way that you're going to find information and data is with search. So here, I'm going to type in the word sales, and it's going to show me everything that contains the word sales, mail messages, documents, programs, etc. And I'll go to see all the search results, and I can continue drilling into search results from here. I can type more qualifiers on the search. I can search by author. I can sort by folder, by document type, or by the date modified. So if I go into date modified, I get the calendar view, and I can zoom out and into even different years. Zoom back in, go to this month, go to see everything that I did yesterday, and it's filtering in the background to help me get to that information much more quickly. Now, search isn't the only way to get to the data that you want to use. You can also browse for it. So in documents, pictures, music, and games, you can go in and browse for the information that you're looking for. And here we help you by allowing the search in the same place. You're going to find search throughout the system. You can drill down into different folders and use the breadcrumb bar up at the top to get back to the different places that you want to go and see the full tree of where all your information is. You can also use these large live icons and live preview to make sure that the document is exactly the one you want to get to without opening the document in the application. So go ahead and close here. And of course you can type in and either click to launch your applications, or you can just type. For the less frequently used things, you can type in the name of the application and bring it up. So here we are in Microsoft Office, and across the top we have what we call the ribbon. And it shows you the big parts of the program. So page layout, references, mailings, review. It's one place to go to find all the formatting functionality, all the authoring functionality in the application. Underneath the Office button It's a place you go to do things with your document, the different ways you can print it, how you prepare it to share it with others, how you enter into business processes is all right here underneath the Office menu. Let me go ahead and open a document. And File Open, you see the same view that you saw in the Document Explorer that helps me to search for the things that I'm looking for and make sure that it's the file that I want to open right before I open it. So I'll go ahead and click this Open. But here on the Home tab, it has over 90% of the things that you do on a regular basis to your documents. And using that Customer Experience Improvement Program data, we were able to make sure that these are the common things that you use. And it should look very familiar to you and make it easy to make the transition. So it's very similar to the standard and formatting toolbars that you see today in Office 2003. So I'm going to select some text, go up, and it works just like you'd expect, but then you start seeing the live preview, giving you an idea of what things are going to look like before you do it. You're going to find that all over the system. In fact, with styles, it's much easier to experiment and make sure it's exactly what you want it to be before you do it. It makes it very easy to create a great-looking document to help convey the information that you want much more easily to your audience. So a lot of people put pictures in their documents, so I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture. Give you another example. So as soon as I insert the picture, all the tools for working with the picture come up. And this is what it comes up with in 2003. Not really how you want it to look in your document. And a lot of times in the Customer Experience Improvement Program data, we would see people undo at this point, and then try it again, and then undo it again. And so we wanted to make it much easier to work with the objects that are in your document and not take the guesswork out of going into the dialogues and doing figuring out how to do the text wrap to get it to go where you want. So we just visually show you where it's going to go. And then when you decide where you want it, you just click, and there you go. And so you're going to spend most of your time formatting just by visually looking over how you want it to look. So let's go into Outlook, and I'll show you what we've done there.
I saw a very good sign, by the way. One of the photographers nodded at the functionality around pictures. I consider that good feedback.
Good. So here we are in Outlook. And it's the place to go to find all the information that you want to work with. When you use a mail message or create a mail message, you get the authoring environment for creating a mail message using the ribbon. And across the top, it has all the commands available to you for creating a mail message, exposing them much more and letting you see all the different things that you can do to it, and the full power of Word as your authoring surface. So I'm going to go back to the Outlook shell, and in the Outlook shell, search is also very important here, and it uses the same technology as the Vista search to make it really easy. So I'm going to type in sales like I did before, and it's going to highlight for me everything that's sales, and I'm going to open up a mail message here from Willis, and it looks like he wants me to meet with him tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and flag this as something I need to do, and it's going to add to my to-do bar on the right-hand side. And the concept here is very similar to the sidebar for Windows Vista, where it shows you at a glance the information that you need throughout the day. So instead of having to flip to your calendar more frequently, you can just see what your upcoming appointments are very easily. So I'm going to go into my calendar view for today, and you can see that the task that I need to work on is on my calendar. And since he wanted to meet tomorrow, I can go ahead and drag it up here and schedule a meeting with him for tomorrow for my task. Now I'm going to go back and look for a PowerPoint presentation that I need to do some editing on. So here is from Jared, my email, and I'll just check real quick with Live Preview to make sure that's the one that I want. Yep, that looks like the one we need to edit. So I'll go ahead and open that. And here's the ribbon in PowerPoint. And the big things that you see across the top are design, animations, slideshow, are the big parts of PowerPoint that are unique to PowerPoint. So here I go back to Home, which is the place I'm going to spend the most of my time. And I click on the second slide, and I'm going to show you some features that were made possible by the new user experience. So in the past, this would have been a very difficult feature to do. So the new UI isn't just about rearranging old commands and making them easier. It also enables us to do new features in new ways that are more accessible to customers. And so here I'm going to go turn this into a diagram. Just by mousing over, I can see all the different ways that I can make this look. Select that one there. And again, I get the tools for editing the diagram once I insert the diagram. So it makes it very easy for me to customize this. I can go and change the colors and make it colorful. I can go and change the style. And if I want to further customize it,